In time.
I understand what you're doing. Thank you, sir.
We'll walk down to the bed.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Out there.
She's responsible for
I love it.
We landed one night.
you guys call each other?
This is when it lifts up.
Ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Should I just stay on this?
No, you don't need that
And she didn't know that.
Paul said, you know what, you wear right there for her something on. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Nice weather jackets on. This is my Mary better in the kitchen.
Here we go.
My favorite was
I am so glad you could make it.
Gotta go to San Fran. How you doing? Minnesota, like 1 year once.
Yeah, right. I hide behind the hook.
Very tough well.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? No, I didn't San Francisco this year.
She's coming. I had to write it off before we even got there.
What are you doing?
It wasn't my lipstick.
Oh, was it yours?
No. Hanging in there. I'm getting ready to kick up. Down again. Okay. Celebrate. Guys, we have to have an anniversary party every year now. Well, I very said yeah.
We're going to have anniversary.
This
Scooch that way. I'm trying to get it.
This is my friend that I've told you I've been waiting to meet for a while. Behavior. He's
Okay.
also been
How you doing?
this year.
Newlyweds.
We all know that this year.
I know. That's
How you doing? I'm Jerry.
I have no hands. Wonderful.
And you, I'm sorry.
Gave me out. Downey.
Look at this guy.
Here's my son right here. Oh, okay. Yeah, he says, well, there's only one left. And that's me playing the guitar down here.
That's original, Joe.
I don't know whether I'll ever see her get married or not.
Watch out, you're live on the paper.
I told her that. I said, one more to go.
Night dreary, while I pondered weak and weary,
some new friend to date my sister, one she had not met before, came a-ringing on my telephone. News that this time she was sure that she had found her perfect love, the one she had been waiting for. Said I, "What's this hallucination?" "'Tis a dream, but nothing more." She said his name is Jerry Webster, and his friends call him the Moose. I shook my head, still disbelieving. No, this is some kind of ruse. It's not that I'm surprised he loves her, or surprised that she loves he. The question I want answered, how'd she do this with no help from me? Pray tell, dear Pauline, how'd you find him? I know you've looked from sea to sea. Truth is, she said, I wasn't looking. I guess he just found me. But Jerry adds no information, no new facts, no clarity. So bow your heads in humble thanks, for surely this was meant to be. In fact, I think there is an angel on some far celestial shore with a knowing smile, perhaps new wings, and this tale to add to love's long lore. And so today we toast with angels on that distant heavenly shore and lift our glasses and our hearts to life and love forevermore.
There.
There. Okay.
You can keep it, I'm done now.
Lick it off. Come on.
Dress them up.
You can send them to school, and what do they do?
This is a nuclear physics.
Well, it goes with the sneakers, Jerry. I don't know.
Clean up room. Lick it off.
Pauline, where's Sheila?
Yeah, where's Bob? Where's Bob? I need your Bob would clean it all, wouldn't he? I gotta go.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. You see me and Bugger move back real fast. I saw that coming. I'm eating it off the floor. You can tell what I do.
So somebody can have me.
Today is December 9th, and where are we? Where are we?
The Newtown Choir.
Newtown Choir. This is Pauline's bridal shower, and Everyone isn't here
Was that the
yet.
opening? Oh, she was focusing on the gifts. She's just becoming very
She's now, I know.
She went down to Mary Ann's and visited for a week.
That's right. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. Hi, Mary.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
say hi,
we
Mary.
make fun of people.
Say hello to Mary.
Say hi, Mary.
Hi,
Mary. Your tape was really good, Mary. Wait a minute.
We're still allowed to make fun of you.
Wait, I gotta tell you what happened. Me and Chris, Melissa was in bed, and I had forgotten that I had it. And Melissa was in bed, and Chris came home, and I put it in, and we were sitting there watching it, and I always
See,
yeah,
Thanksgiving morning, right?
Yeah,
well, they were
kind of
in
car
New York,
sick, you know?
she's
And I said, I can't watch it, or did it
Video.
And me and Chris were
we watched
sitting there,
it, and she said,
and then he goes,
we're taking her
the
one
dog
back,
came,
right? And she's playing the
So you were excited to see Sean.
and then it was over, and then I put it on the next day for Alexa, and Alexa goes, reads the same part, Shaka!
And I was so nice for seeing your mom in the mirror in the bathroom, you know, I told Chris, I said, Kristen, you like seeing Mary Ann in her, you know, in her robe. Oh, it made me feel just as
enough. Oh, it was so funny because you were
Mary Ann, I wasn't insulting you.
Somewhat, I'll say it to her face.
Oh, is this what you're sending it to Mary Ann?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Send her a copy. We have
Okay,
by the way, I
copy.
have it set up now where we can copy things real easy.
You like it?
Good, because that's nice.
Yeah.
Mom, you want to do your
illegal, but it's
I don't know. I can't do.
Hey, can I do my insulting limerick?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have an insulting limerick.
You want it
on
on
camera? Stage, you know.
No, not jumpy. Not
That's why you're dumpy? Is that what it is?
Don't you think it
For
is?
the old
You get that
days.
like 4 or 5
They
months
said was
can be really
tutors.
dumpy.
With the rear. Why, that's a caboose.
She'll die single, they said, or get married instead to some farmer who's nicknamed the Moose.
Yeah, his nickname isn't the Moose.
It is.
It is too. Is it really? But he's one of those Illinois boys.
The life and love and lots of happiness.
Thank you.
She wrote it.
All of
She
it.
thought about it for a long time.
What?
She said, where'd she get it? I said, she thought about it for a long time.
Where'd you get something?
Oh.
Did you get the mushrooms?
Oh, delicious.
I got crab.
Oh, crab. Oh.
Stuffed mushrooms.
Right.
Oh, Dorothy, stuffed mushrooms and a
I'm sorry,
chicken
but
something
this
or
is,
other.
everywhere I go, if there's an
Parmesan.
appetizer with stuffed mushrooms,
That's
I
what
always
I
try
get.
them.
Crab cake,
What we got?
and there's
That's her
pasta.
thing.
Mmm.
Who got crab cakes?
Your mother.
I do.
Dorothy, can you grab one of those little things up front?
You're on camera. Did you get that one? Oh, God, I lost my fork. Thank God she didn't get that one. She didn't get the carrot either.
Mmm, the vegetables are good, aren't they?
All right, so I don't go out that often. How come I don't eat like this at home?
Oh, gee, I do. I get home from work and whip this up.
Yeah, I've heard about the legendary.
The microwave?
Yeah,
The microwave.
Carol's going to be taping that
Prime rib microwave, huh?
next, you know? And I'm a nuclear physicist, and when I go home, I do this, and I'm a dead mother, and I'm this.
People ask me, how do I do it?
And
I say, amphetamine.
I take speed. It's easy.
I only do caffeine.
She goes,
All
I fold
day
all my
long.
bags, and I file them by size, and I do all this. She's like, it's going off, and
Start adding up the hours and the days and wait a minute, that's more than 24 hours.
Yeah, right.
That's my problem, that the day isn't long enough. Because I don't have time for sleep. That's like that's if you have time, you sleep, you know. Well, you know. I mean,
You can't
God.
be that way, though. Well, it's only that way for a little while, though.
well, yeah, I guess.
When they get older. I don't know. I'm hoping. Patrick's
The
sleeping.
next time-
Carol, speaking
But
of when they get
ordering
older.
full-time
Actually, he's
school
catching
is
his
your
first
next
cold.
stop.
Well, I had a bad cold. Abby's had a cold.
Yeah, well,
But he's caught his first one where, you know, when he wakes up all full. And he's starting to cough today, so I'm sure, and he's due for his checkup, not this week coming up, but the next week, but I'll bet you we'll be in next week.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
see coming.
But he's been in daycare for like 6 weeks or so that's pretty good.
He hasn't been bad at all, really.
No, and he hasn't been ill at all, and I think he caught the cold from me, actually.
Right.
Patrick has
you're right, that is thank
walking pneumonia. And
Your kids, didn't one of your other ones have
They
that?
had it since the fall.
Yeah, but I
He was in the
thought,
hospital.
I thought Megan was in.
no, Megan had stomach
Oh,
virus.
she was who was in dehydrated? That's what I'm thinking of, Megan,
Megan
right?
was, but 20 minutes after I tried to get the IV in her that she wasn't dehydrated anymore. I was like,
Danny was the one that was overnight.
yes.
2 nights.
That's right, he was in
That was
recently.
horrible. Oh, and I never put him back in. We had croup 2 times since then, and I made a croup tent in my.
We take him in the shower.
She
It seems to work fine.
Oh, I know that, but when you sleep and you put the sheet over a crib, but he's not in a crib anymore, you put the sheet over the crib and put the vaporizer right next to it, and the whole tent just fills up, and then he sleeps.
Isn't everything wet?
Yes, it is,
I was
but
going to tell you,
That's what I hate about vaporizers. The whole
I
room
had
gets
2
wet.
vaporizers going in a very small bedroom to get the same effect. Oh, gosh, how many years ago was this? The wallpaper came off. My family got a new wonderful painted room. It was
I
great.
did that. Danny was croupy one other night, and my neighbor gave me her vaporizer. I put 2 of them, and it was in the baby's room, and the baby was a little congested. And I had set it up before I put them in the room.
The paint ought to be able to take it, but the wallpaper didn't. That's
Well, I had a calendar hanging in there, and I went in the next morning and it was all curled up.
June was in
It's
October.
never been the same since, you know what I mean? That poor calendar just it didn't...
Thank God this is December. I'm trying to look at those curls, right?
I'm trying to get a new calendar now, so...
Carol, what time did you get the kids on the snow day?
I got there at 20 after 5.
Oh, did you?
We got let out of work at 4, was when they had told us we would be dismissed, but it was a check cycle night for us, so we had to get the checks out. So I didn't leave till about almost 4:30. It took me almost an hour to get there.
Because I got there early. I got there at 3 o'clock, but they said the only problem was the baby room. Because nobody had picked up anybody from the baby room yet, you know, so that was where they were like...
When I got there, there
throwing
was
all
only
their
a couple
personnel.
kids there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to get them all because Jimmy had to work. He didn't get home till 11:30 last
Oh,
night.
yeah, that's right.
Does he have the plow and everything? Are they fit in your car? Laura and Jenny sitting in a lap together.
No, Abby.
No, all the
Abby
guys.
sat with Jenny. There has to be 2 smaller ones that share a belt.
Now, see, I pick up kids from school and just in my street, you know, and they all fit in a van, and except that some of them have double belts, you know, and they're like, oh, let's be 2-headed monster. That's what they always say. Megan, we put her in the car the other day. I'm not going to be a 2-headed monster. We're not allowed to do a 2-headed monster. It's okay, Maggie, just go to Grandma's house. Or just call me Grandma's house. Go ahead, you're okay.
She's one of the monsters that she has in her imagination.
Aww.
The ammonia monster.
Jamie? She's cute. She's adorable.
Well, actually, the ammonia monster is like what comes along when she wets the bed.
Ah, I was wondering what the connection was. I figured there was. Listen, how are things coming for your wedding plans? Are you okay?
Done? Well, the last piece is the ceremony. Called John.
Are we having a practice?
I don't think so.
Rehearsal, I mean?
Not because it's John doing it, right?
No.
I mean, you can do it with him, whether you practice or not. Do you have your license? Oh, I forgot that. Okay.
What?
License, man, license.
Yeah, we're going Monday. We got everything. We got everything last night.
Do you hear from everybody?
No, you don't hear it.
Some people
Jane
just
gave me
assume.
music to,
Some people use the stamp for something else.
Is it easy?
Yeah, I
Yes.
used to stand for something else,
And
Carol. I figured you
it said capo too, but it was,
I saved the stamp for you. I couldn't believe
I
you
did it with, I
put a stamp
couldn't
on
find my
my
capo, so I did it with that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't send one
It was
back.
Perfect kid.
I was
lower stamp too.
A little bit lower.
I think I stamp too. Really easy.
Well, you're not getting a meal then, Liz.
That's right.
Oh, well. D-G,
I'll stamp what you all eat.
D-A, and then G, and then...
No, actually, I
She's
already
using
told
the
her
returns
I
for
was
place
trying to
cards,
give them an
right?
adjective.
Carl?
No,
She's using the returns for place cards.
We will blank attend.
That's good.
I was trying to think of an adjective for there. It's taking me all this time.
Oh, we
Gladly,
always
ubiquitously, I don't know what.
We always
What do you
that
say?
with wedding invitations. We will gladly, happily,
You all right?
joyfully, gratefully.
Whatever.
I thought it was.
Take a look for them,
Well, I
you
was
know?
teasing Uncle Gene's coming with
A date?
a date. And I said, well, is this 1 or 2? And he said, well, hopefully 2. And I said, well, I invited single women for you. He's like, why make it you when I'm ringing?
So bad.
So bad.
I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but there's some people here that aren't coming to the wedding. Who's not coming to the wedding?
Liz isn't coming.
Oh, Liz isn't coming. She didn't respond yet.
That's right, I told her.
Last Monday.
You're not coming.
Last Monday
Lane's
was
not
the
coming.
day. Yeah. I didn't respond.
He's not coming.
Lee's not coming.
I didn't respond yet either.
I did get our plan.
I did, Carol.
You mailed yours back?
I
Carol's
mailed mine
one of
back.
the first ones I got.
Well, I'm keeping the
I did.
25 cents.
I
I
put
just say.
Mr. and Mrs. James Rapp and Jenny.
And Jenny.
And Jenny. Me. Helen, did Helen tell you I was teasing her about it? You know, oh Helen, you're not going. It's that's to Mr. and Mrs. Harold Morris. She was like, I am too going. No, you're not.
I can hear Helen.
I am too going. I know the plans, Mom.
Well, Jenny's thrilled that Helen's going. See, she looks up to Helen like Laura looks up to Jenny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what Megan does.
They always have somebody.
Boy, what did you do to Helen to make all
No,
these
she's
younger
around.
girls?
She's
not
just
a rat. I mean, it's not
She's really nice to the younger
not a
kids.
rat.
She's not at an age where she can't be bothered with them.
No,
She wants to play with them. And that's why.
She comes over and she plays Barbies with Megan, and Megan got that new car, and all the older girls are saying, that's what I want for Christmas.
But my nephews are the same way with my girls. They're 10 and 11.
See that?
One's Lily's age. Is Lily 11?
She'll be 11 anyway.
Right. Well, mine will be.
3 drinks here.
Oh, then she's the same age as the younger woman, I guess. And my
Not a
sister's
good
boys are like, they play with my girls, so they absolutely adore them. They're like the bigger brother, you know, the older brothers that they'll never have, you know. And she's expecting now. She just got married this year, you know. So she's expecting, and she found out it's a girl. So they're like thrilled.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So were her kids.
I'm gonna get a baby sister.
How does Lynn like the lots?
She likes it. She didn't go in last night, and she said, boy, they're so flexible, no big deal that I didn't come in because of the snow, and they're so nice, and oh, she loves it.
I didn't know she started that.
Yeah.
She just started like 2 weeks ago.
Do you know what she does?
No, I don't actually. I forget what she does. But she works like 6 to 10 or 6 to 11 or something. She works the evenings.
Yeah.
Tommy,
I'm waiting for the day when Joey goes to school, and I'll start back to start talking adult. Talking adult?
You're nuts.
No, you don't. Yes, I do. You will? Sure, what the heck. Everybody must be
I don't think
Do
she's gonna.
you want to try any of this?
how's your crab, Mom?
Delicious, and I think I can eat the other one.
You want to try some of my crab? I'm still trying some of my beef.
I was going to get that for this, with that crab.
This is a little spicy, a little bit, you know.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. I just cut it. This is not. This is just cut.
With the mushroom.
You want the mushroom? Where's the mushroom?
Crab cake.
Yeah, get that one.
Just enough that it's not overpowering.
What is it,
Pimentos in it,
Pauline?
you know what I mean? And pimentos
It's
make
a
it.
good Diablo.
Yeah.
So it's Tabasco and
Yeah.
hot and garlic, but it's not
Listen to
overpowering
this,
hot.
Listen to this,
It's
girl.
just nice spice.
That soup was delicious. It was shrimp chowder.
More onion.
Did you have it? Delicious.
It was delicious.
Less
Very
pimento.
good. I'm making that sometimes. A
See,
little bit of
Dad used to do
potato.
this to you all the time when I was
I
living.
have the recipe.
She would put out this beautiful dish, and I would say, this is very good, but what it needs
You
is...
got one of those kind of palettes that
I worked
itemizes
more
the
flavor.
ingredients.
I can tell you, more flavor. I went berserk. I made pasta visual, first time ever in my life. Okay, pasta visual is you take a ham bone. It's bean soup with vitellini, little baby pastina, and then the beans and all this stuff. Eileen Scheidel took some to lunch one day because she came in the morning and she was working at a bakery. So
Are you still friendly with her?
She watched the kids while I sewed sometimes in the afternoon. But she came back and she says, well, they thought it needed more onion. And I'm going, well, I only had one onion. What the hell do you want? I mean, I always do that. I did that to soup. I was so proud of it. It tasted just like Joe's Uncle Jimmy's. And I went, oh, sorry. And then they tell me, if they needed more onion, I said, well, forget it. Well, next time you make it, you put more onion in. Yeah. And salt. They told me salt. Well, I don't cook with a whole bunch of salt. Sue used to what? No, she didn't have this wonderful things with like the the basics was very good, very healthy. And I'd like throw something in there that was... you gotta put it on something. Oh, it was good. It turned out good. Did you try it?
But
You tried the soup? No, she
This
blew
is
it up
really
on the stove.
everything
She put my
seems to be very
Pyrex dish. She put my Pyrex dish on the stove to heat it up.
I didn't know that it wasn't. We were assuming Pyrex was the same as Corningware.
Oh.
And I was.
It says not for stovetop.
No, it doesn't say it on the bottom. It doesn't say it anywhere. Just
Yeah,
said
but the
Pyrex.
ones you can put on say flame soup on the bottom.
But it said, but it was sitting on the stove.
It was full, so
And I had it on real low, but it was the cold and the hot, and it got hot, and the whole bottom just went boom. All the soup went like this. One
Not
spot
even
all
bad.
over the burner. I was like, oh.
Or are you going to ask to
And
take it
Jerry
home?
just stood there and laughed hysterically.
I can eat that at lunch.
She says, can I
There's
replace
a lot
that?
of filler
I said,
though,
I've got another
but it was
just
very
like
good
it.
taste.
Let me replace it with something different.
She
had two wedding presents the
Mine's
same
very
exact
good.
thing, you know, and I
I
said,
thought everything
I
looked
don't
good.
really care. I
That
don't miss
beef
it. I
looks
mean,
delicious. I could have eaten anything.
But Jerry and I merging our kitchens was hysterical.
Yeah, you
We turned out not to have
Jimmy and
the
I
same-
too.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't own a thing.
Jimmy? I'm like, yeah, right.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to figure this one out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he came in with a smile. I know what he came in with.
Yep.
He got,
that's funny.
Well, when Jerry furnished his apartment, he spent, the first thing that he did was kitchen. I'm like, well, your mother raised you nice. I can't believe, I mean, he did, was the first thing he did, and he did a whole,
Now,
but
he's
he
never
didn't
gonna
have the
do
same
Thanksgiving
appliances
like
that I
that.
did.
Bread they
never, ever, ever.
You better eat some of that bread they brought.
All this bread you have.
I know, I'm sorry, Carol.
I mean, did you know they were going to bring this much?
I asked
No,
for
he
it.
asked for more bread.
Well,
but not
actually,
like-
you didn't get any
No,
down
they
there,
didn't
so
send one
pass
down
one
the
down
road.
there. Pardon my
You still
thing.
have your plate?
Pass one down.
Take it
Does anybody
home,
want
yeah.
any of this chicken? It's very delicious. But
Oh, Liz, I couldn't.
Anybody want to try crab cake?
I'm slowing down myself.
a wine sauce or red wine sauce.
Here.
Is anybody going to get dessert?
Yeah, okay.
It's on here.
Because I'd like to get dessert.
I want some too.
Cheese,
Sorry, guys, when I'm out, I eat
Cheesecake,
dessert.
chocolate cheesecake.
I don't make it at home.
cheesecake.
I'll make you.
We can stay and spread out and walk around the table 3 times.
I have to send my kids to somebody's house to make cookies.
Well, we just
I tried last year.
Look at the look on your face. You don't
I
have
was
to
so
tell the
upset.
story.
I was so upset. I mean, I was like almost in tears. I bought all the ingredients, had all the recipes from my mother because I loved her cookies. Kids
You
were
gotta
geared
make
up.
cookies of your youth.
Abby went down for a nap. The girls and I went out in the kitchen. We're making the dough up. It was cookie cutter. We bought cookie cutters. I rolled it out.
Dedication.
Oh man, I mean, this was a commitment.
You were
for me.
psyched for it. You were real psyched for it.
What happened? We rolled it out. We put the cookie cutters in, and we were, all excited. And then go to take them out. And I couldn't get them. No, off the counter. I couldn't get them off.
Yeah.
They all tore apart. And of course, I called my sister. She's like, "You don't have enough flour. Flour and rolling pin." So I floured. I mean, I did all that again. There was so much flour out there. The cookies tasted like I finally said, screw it. Rolled them up in balls, and but they were so floury because I had put some, I don't know what.
Carol, you get a pastry cloth. You get a pastry cloth and a cloth cover for your rolling pin, and you do have a little shaker with lightly flour, and it won't stick.
It was Laura doesn't. Well, Laura doesn't forget a thing.
I got one of those.
Mom, we're not doing that this year.
She remembers. Mommy, remember when you tried to make those cookies and they just kept tearing apart? And all? Yes, Laura, I remember. Are we going to do it again this year? No, Laura, we're not.
Would you like chocolate chip cookies?
Tradition.
Oh, it was great.
There's a tradition.
Now I can say because he's not here to snack.
Do
you know what he's
Horrible.
Horrible. Tell us your story about Jerry.
Well, I can't.
His
don't-
cheesecloth on the top of the turkey.
She's going to stop, Mom, if you could.
No, he used a sheer curtain and we washed it.
Oh, is it?
Is this the sub stuff?